Trump promotes the theory that a Trump supporters' attack on the Ohio FBI office was a false flag. Trump has quietly suggested that the attack on the FBI office was faked. This news comes after FBI raided on the Trump Mar-a-Lago resort last week. This video continues our coverage of this extraordinary event. What it means and whether it might lead to any criminal charges. What effect it might have on the upcoming election. And what it means for the future of the United States. Before we get into all of that, please hit the like button. Leave a comment and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Last week, the FBI conducted an unprecedented raid on the Trump Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Former President Donald Trump is hinting to those around him that one of his supporters who was shot dead trying to enter the FBI building was actually part of a false flag operation. Trump has been publicly silent about a gunman who tried to break into an FBI office near Cincinnati, Ohio. Ricky Schiffer has been on the agency's radar for months. Schiffer is suspected of possible involvement in the Capitol riots. Trump expressed concern about the man's mental health and called him crazy, according to two unnamed sources. He was reportedly telling people close to him that Schiffer might actually be someone who was acting to discredit Trump supporters, sources reported. Sources have described this as the false flag theory. An idea for which there is no evidence is reminiscent of false flag stakes by some of Trump's most vocal supporters online. They are spreading to the far right of the internet after the news broke, according to news reporters. Following the FBI raid of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence, several dozen Trump supporters gathered Tuesday on a bridge that extends outside the private estate. A crowd of supporters had gathered as of 2 p.m. Several people were part of Club 45, an independent Trump supporting organization. Traffic was becoming more backed up by 3 p.m. By 5 p.m., about 60 people had gathered on the bridge. Several Trump supporters said they heard that Trump would be driving by himself later in the day. Trump was trying to get back into Mar-a-Lago and assess his belongings. Trump supporters said they thought the FBI raid was politically motivated and would ultimately grow Trump's support. Many have repeatedly repeated false claims of widespread fraud during the 2020 election. Trump supporters are hoping Trump will run for president again in 2024. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is also a favorite candidate for many Trump supporters. Last week Trump's Palm Beach residence was searched by FBI agents. The former president was not there. The operation reportedly recovered 15 boxes of documents Trump took with him when he left the White House. Some of the documents were marked as classified according to the National Archives. Trump turned the documents over to the National Archives in January and his attorneys said they were looking for any additional records they may have. The former president issued a statement on the night of August 8 stating that Mar-a-Lago is currently under siege, raid, and occupation by a large group of FBI agents. He added, "They even hacked into my safe." Multiple sources familiar with the investigation said that the Justice Department and FBI believe Trump remains in possession of classified information of national security importance. The Justice Department believed he was in his possession of information so sensitive that the authorities wanted to return it immediately. The Justice Department is opposing the release of a document explaining the reasons for the raid. The Justice Department said that releasing the documents would do significant and irreparable damage to this ongoing investigation. Mar-a-Lago was raided Monday by FBI agents, who seized 15 boxes of classified material. Some of the documents were marked top secret. The search warrant was unsealed on Friday. The Department of Justice is investigating possible violations of 3 laws related to the handling of government documents, including part of the Espionage Act release. Trump denied any wrongdoing and claimed to have declassified all records at Mar-a-Lago. The New York Times reported Saturday that one of Trump's lawyers told the Justice Department in June that all classified documents had been returned. Trump is widely expected to run for president again in 2024. Despite his election loss in the 2020 presidential election, Donald Trump remains extremely popular among Republicans. Republican lawmakers are furious over the raid. Trump is expected to have competition for the Republican nomination. Trump is still loved by his political base. The raid, which was authorized by Attorney General Merrick Garland, definitely raises the political stakes. This includes political implications for the upcoming November election. The entire House of Representatives and 1/3 of the Senate are up for election. The Senate is currently divided evenly between Republicans and Democrats. It is widely expected that Republicans will win control of both the Senate and the House of Representatives in November. Still, the fact that this extraordinary raid happened at all actually speaks volumes about Trump and the animosity between him and the current Biden administration. It is believed that this raid is the first raid on a residence of a former president of the United States. Trump has made posts on social media saying that he and his team are fully cooperating with the investigation. Some of the most sensitive documents relate to President Trump's relationships with foreign heads of state. The Trump administration took a different path from previous administrations in the area of foreign relations. In particular, President Trump had a decidedly different relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin than his predecessor, President Barack Obama. Trump also established a much closer relationship with Saudi leader Mohammed bin Salman. Also, in a break with past tradition, President Trump also met twice with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. In other bold foreign relations moves, President Trump imposed punishing trade tariffs on China for the first time in decades. This is seen as an effort to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. Many Democrats suspect that Trump used relationships with foreign heads of state for personal financial gain. But no concrete evidence has yet emerged to the public. What do you think? Please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please press the subscribe button so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.